Hey, Tony Gadsden's here. Now, one of my people, y'all let me get these Girl Scout cookies out of the thing. I know they bad for you, but we had supported one of the teammates, one of Tatum teammates' sister. And one of the folks mentioned what I said in the video about helping our families. And that was something. And before we get too deep, now remember, if you want to be an investor in the channel, you'll see the link in the description. It's the top one right there. So click that, go over there, read all about it, join us, become a partner in the channel, future revenue. So get in or get left behind. But that's one of the things of that I had to learn. And I learned the hard way, and I made all the mistakes and all of that. And then I had to grow, and I had to get to a place to where I figured out how I would go about it, because I am a giver. And when I say make it, that's relative. To make it is relative, because it could be a situation where you making $50,000, but if the median income of your small town with one stoplight is 18,000, then, or 25,000, then you made it. So understand that. And what you have to realize, and this is what my father helped me understand, and this is why a lot of people think that fathers are manipulative and using their kids, when a father expects their children to help out and to help the family go to the next level. People get angry about it. And to be honest with you, you got to think about it from God's perspective. And it's something that my father helped me think about too, because the Bible tell us to take care of our parents and to take care of the elderly, like women that's over 60, the widows. And it says be careful taking care of women under 60, because that could lead them back into sin. And I didn't know really what it meant, or what version I was reading of it, but it made me think about, like, my sister is 39, maybe she's 39. Yeah. And so, yeah. So it's like she 39, she's in a relationship, she got children. So I help her supplementally. If I take and I just give her a salary, like I give my mom, who is in her 60s, it'll make my sister lazy, because she's young, she's able-bodied. If I put her on $3,000 a month, she'll just be balling out of control, just living her life. Probably a quit her job, wouldn't even work. And so having that to where, hey, you got to work, you got to take care of yourself. But if your bills come up short, then I could help you if you have been a good steward and done the right things. Now, if you in the club, if you balling out, you in the casino, no, I'm not giving my money to that. But my mom and my dad, who raised me, I'm going to bless them if I have it to bless them. And one thing that I found is that God makes sure that I am blessed, and he makes sure that it comes back to me tenfold. And my mom always prays that prayer, and she always says that. She always say, I pray God bring it back to you. I pray God bless you back. And there's been time where I'll be like, yeah, right, whatever. But God does it. He does it, and he shows up, and he blesses, and he does it. Y'all forgive my wife text me. And so, and I pray that prayer to God. I say, Lord, if it's your will, then provide. If you want me to be able to help my mother-in-law who's in her 70s, help my mom who's in her 60s, help my father who's in his 60s, then Lord, please provide. If you give me the vision and you send me the provision, I'm gonna be obedient. And what I had to realize and learn and understand is that a lot of times we get mad because we have a sense of entitlement and we say, I don't owe you nothing because you brought me into this world. I don't owe you nothing. I don't have to give you nothing. I don't have to work with you. I don't have to support you. I don't have to do business with you. But that's the wrong mindset. What the mindset should be is boundaries. You put boundaries around it and you say, hey, this is what I can afford. And this is all I can afford. If you can't be happy with that, then I'm going to have to get distance. Hey, this is who I'm going to hire to be my assistant or my house cleaner or my nanny or whatever, because I don't want to mess up our family relationship. I don't want to have to fire you because I'm strict about my business. So listen, if I hire you as a family member, I may have to fire you. So do you want that? Because I can't afford for you to be on payroll and you not doing your job. And I see a lot of people do that. They making money, they hire their family, and they family feel like because we family, I don't have to work hard. I don't have to be on time. I don't have to go above and beyond. But they would never work that lazily for somebody else. And so what you have to do is you have to establish boundaries. You have to establish expectations. And I'm transparent with my business. I share my business on Mondays. I give my mom $750. It used to be on the first, I would give her $3,000 on the first of the month. But if she get the whole lump sum, and other family know that I'm taking care of her, they go and tug and pull on her heart. She gives them money. Now she don't have the money that she need to live and take care of her bills. They can't pay her back. Now she can't come to me again. Now she got to go rob Peter to pay Paul, bed, bar, and steal. And now she behind 8 ball because people come and play on her kindness. But because she didn't make the money, it's hard for her to say no. Whereas they'll come to me for $20 and I'll tell them no. And they know I got it. They know I got the $20, but the point of the matter is you're grown and you're able-bodied. You're not in the hospital. You're not handicapped. You should not need $20 as an adult. And if I sense that you on drugs, if I sense that you taking pills, if I sense that you smoking too heavy, if I sense that you drinking too heavy, I'm not giving a dime. Even if I got $1 million dimes, because I'm not going to reinforce no habit because I grew up around addicts. I know it when I see it. So if I sense it on you and your behavior is off, and sometimes when people be on drugs, it'll make them come ask you for $2. Because it's like, if you in your right mind, you're not finna ask nobody for no $2. You're not finna ask nobody for no $7. You're not finna ask nobody for $20. It's like, I just walk the streets with my head down, looking at the ground, finding all the change I could find before I go ask somebody for $20. I just walk the streets. I walk all the gas stations. I walk all through the mall. I walk through the park. I walk everywhere. I find $20 by the end of the day. Just people done dropped it. People done dropped change. I got, hey, I'll go up to the grocery store and say, I'll be, hey, and a sweet, 20, wash window. I'm finna wash the windows and sweet. He say, my brother, five. All right, five. Got the water, got some soap. All right, Fine, I'm going to the next gas station. I eat. And I sweet on the floor. My brother, $10. I'm doing that before I ask somebody for $20. Oh, you gotta have some pride about yourself. So this is what you do when you make it. And that's why I'm working on this app. I might just go ahead and sell it. It's not an app, it was a website I'm working on. But what you gotta do with your family, that's especially extended family now, not your mom, not your dad, not your siblings. If they come to you for a loan, it is a loan. It's a loan now. Now you chalking it up as it's gone. But if they say, hey, can you loan me? Then you hold them to that. Okay, I will loan you X amount. Listen, it cannot be a number that you can't afford to write off. It can't be a number that you can't afford to lose. If it will hurt you, if it will stretch you, if you will be idle or idle, if they don't pay you back, don't loan it. Don't loan it. I think the most I probably ever gave a friend, like as a loan, might have been about $1,500. But I could be wrong. I could be lying. But I know it could have, I know at least that friend that I knew since kindergarten, I'd probably done gave him at least probably around $5-6 grand maybe. But also put him in position with people I know to get loans too. And so, or investments. And so I done, added value in other ways. But the thing about it is you have to realize that you don't want it to end y'all relationship. You don't want it to do that. And see, and me too, like for me, I'm big on if a woman got a man. Like if a woman in my family has a man, don't come to me for nothing. Because if you need me and you got a man, you need to be with a different man. Point blank period. Because I'm a man and I have a woman and I don't have a college degree and I'm out here getting it. So if I could get out here and get it with my country accent, with no college degree, then anybody could get out here and get it. And I'm going to hold you to that standard. And then if your man smoke weed, if your man gamble, if your man go to the club, if your man play video games, if your man get drunk, if your man be buying all kind of new clothes and shoes, anything like that right now, add it on to it. Nope. You ain't getting a dime from me. I ain't not the D or the I. Definitely not the M.E. You ain't getting a dime from me. Y'all got to sit over there and struggle. You have to struggle. Y'all have to get on OnlyFans before I give you something. Yeah, other than my blood sister now. My blood sister, I give her money. Even though she have a man. But even with that, it's a limit. And with that, it's for the kids. I will give for the kids. This is for the kids. Send me the receipt. Or send me the link to pay, I'll pay it. I'm not giving to no grown musky man. They ain't how I get down. Cause I'm the type of man that believe I'd rather be dead than to have to depend on another man. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna listen. If I got to lick shoes, you hear me? If I got to go out here and eat booty, I'm finna do what I got to do. I'm not finna listen. If I fell down hard enough, I'm on OnlyFans. I'm over there. Like, if I got to go to the strip club, man, listen. I'm not fixing to fall all the way down. I ain't finna do that. And then I got investors that I could go to, but that's a business deal. It ain't no handout. Ain't no give me. It's you could donate to my nonprofit, write it off on your taxes, and that way help this here program. Help the boys program. I ain't ask you for no favor. I ain't ask you to just give to my name. I ain't ask you to give to no LLC. No, this is a 501c3. You could donate. If I'm in need, then I'm going to do a deal. Hey, this is you buying equity in this company. You are an investor, or it's a loan with interest. if I fell on hard times and I had to go to somebody like that right there. So realize that you cannot get in the habit of taking care of male family members over the age of 25. If you get in the habit of consistently helping men who are not handicapped, mentally or physically, you're going to be in trouble. You are going to be up a creek without a paddle. Your life is going to be painful because every time a man over 25 asks to borrow money, his scrotum gets smaller. It's like he loses a piece of himself as a man. And he will eventually be completely castrated, and he will not have any masculinity left in his bones, and he won't know how to go out and work for himself at all. It will be devastating. It will be devastating. So once a man crosses 25, you have to really put in some boundaries in place. And you got to have a limit. So it's like, hey, I gave you $1,000. I gave you $100. I gave you $10. I need to see that money back before I give you something else. Now, if it is your son, that's different. But even with your son, you don't want to enable him. And so, like, even me right now, I'm talking to my son. He's into tattoos. But he into tattoos, but he's not into smoking and getting drunk and all of that. He's only 18. And he's never had a girlfriend that we knew of. He had, female friends, but not a girlfriend that's coming over to the house. They going out to the movie. He talked to girls now, hang out with girls and stuff like that, but not like an official girlfriend that we done had to meet as this is my girlfriend. They had women who like him now, some girls who like him and had got their feeling hurt by him. And even with that, I'm real with him. And I give him money. He get $125 a week. If he get in trouble, he got a speeding ticket. I say, no allowance for you. Got a speeding ticket, no allowance for you. I cut him off. Then one of my clients sent him $300. And so I gave him the money because it came from her. He was like, this must be God. And him and his friend had just ministered to a demon worshiper the night before. So maybe God was blessing him. So I said, I ain't going to block his blessing. I took $30 out of it because I told him to call me at 7 o'clock. He called me at 7:01. So I fined him 10% of the $300 that my client sent him, and I sent him $270. And I let him know to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be forgotten. My college football coach used to always say. So even with my blood son, there's accountability. He want to get another tattoo, and I'm telling him, like, son, I'm not paying for no tattoos. So if I already let you get is what you done got, I ain't paying for no more tattoos, my boy. I said, you got to accomplish something. I said, if you ain't accomplished nothing in life, you got to make the team first. Be on the team in fall next year. Or you got to make your own money. If you make your own money and you want to get your tattoo, you grown. I'm going to tell you, I don't agree with it, but you grown. I'm not gonna force his hand because I pay his tuition, and I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna provoke my child. I'm not gonna try to, intentionally provoke him. I might provoke him unintentionally, but I'm not gonna intentionally provoke him. So even with your own blood, you have to have standards. You gotta have boundaries. You gotta have expectations. And I talked to my wife about it, because she don't want her son with all these tattoos at 18 years old. And she was like, he ain't even said nobody's grades. How his grades looking? This right here, how the soccer team looking, and all of that. So we on the same page. And so definitely if she don't want him to do it, I'm not finna say, yeah, go do it. And I let him get him a little bit of tattoo because I got tattoos. I got tattoos right on this pec, on this pec, on this shoulder. I just ain't get them all down my arm and on my face and on my legs and all of that. But I got tattoos at 18 too. And so it's just a thing. And yes, y'all be talking about, the Bible say, you quote scripture, broke, busted, and discussed that. And the favor of the Lord over here. So you need to realize what God really cared about. and stop trying to be a theologian and get your butt some Holy Spirit and know what God really looking at. Because you see, I'm blessed and highly favored with my tattoo. So it's like God understand that we ignorant too. And God understand that we human too. And so it's going to be a little grace, but at the same time now, you got to be able to learn and grow at some point as an adult. And so even with my mama, if I'm doing the most, and it'll come a day to where she might be old enough to where I can't give her no money. One day it's going to come, I can't give her no money. I'm going to have to pay all of her bills directly. And I'm going to have to order her grocery, go pick up her grocery, or I'll have to move her into a house next to me. And if I got to put her in a house on this side of me, put my mother-in-law in a house on this side of me, then I'm going to do it if I can afford it. And if I got to go get their grocery, deliver their grocery, if I got to go cook their food, my wife cook their food, I'm going to do it. Like, that is our duty in life, to take care of our elders. And I've been there. I have been there. But I'm going to tell you what happens. When you get broke, that's when you get frustrated. When you give willy-nilly and then it breaks you, you get to a place to where you say, okay, I'm broke now. And so when you get to that place and you say, okay, I'm broke now, that's when you start to get mad with family. You get mad with family when you get broke. Y'all forgive my son texting me. Wow. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. And so that's really what, because here's the thing. Nobody complains when you got the money and the money's flowing and you can bless your family and it's not hurting you. Nobody complains. The reason when families fall out is because careers can be cyclical. And so somebody could take and be on a job and then go to a different job or get laid off. So now, if you've been taking care of your family and you get laid off your job, now you need all your savings for yourself. And now when you tell your family you can't take care of them no more, they say, well, what am I going to do? Because I was living off of what you was giving me and it was helping me and that was paying this, this, and this. And it's like, you don't think you could help me out of your savings until you get another job? You're going to get another job soon. So it's not like you're going to deplete your savings. And people will start to care about themselves more than they care about you. Your family will care about themselves more than they care about you. And what that requires, it doesn't require that you shut down. It doesn't require that you get distance. It doesn't require that you curse them out. What it requires is that you put a mirror in their face. And if they still can't see the idiocracy in what they're saying, then you tell them what you can and cannot do. And you leave that there. And if they get mad with you and they stop talking to you, that's on them. You can sleep at night, but they're not going to stop talking to you. When you tell them what you can and cannot do, and you tell them why you can and cannot do it, they're not going to stop talking to you, because they will need you before you will need them. And then what you can do with family is, and y'all forgive my son texting up. And then so what you're gonna have to do with family is, you got to take, and let's say you still got to do something, like you still got to pay for something. Let's say lawn care, and you was helping your dad. Hey dad, I still got to have my yard cut. I can't cut the yard. I'm gonna be doing temp jobs, or I'm gonna be applying to stuff all day, or I don't want to cut no yard. So I'm gonna take that out of my savings, even though I'm laid off. I pay $100 a month. Will you do it for me? Now you're gonna see if they want to just live off of you, or if they want to put some work in. Like my dad, he has a Bentley. That Bentley, it costs about $3,000 a month. It's almost paid off. I finance my car so that I can show the bank for when I get ready for a big loan, that I could show them that I could take care of and pay. A lot of people talking about, oh, pay cash. To me, that's a bad idea, because why use all your cash when you can get into the car with good credit for no money down, and take that money that you would have paid cash on that car, and you could flip that money times 5, times 10. So the 4% interest, 3%, 5%, whatever interest you paying, you making more than that, because you took that money you would have paid cash for that car, and you didn't invest it in the business. So if I invest $170,000, I'm gonna make 1.7 million. So why would I pay $170,000, then got to go get another 170 to invest, when I could just finance that at a few percent? Show the bank that I could pay my bills, and that I'm gonna be good for it. And then now when I need a bigger loan, I got that credit history to show what I could pay. So that's why I don't pay for cars in cash. Now, someone I bought in cash, but that's because I already had too many cars on my credit. So I buy a car cash then. Like I bought my homeboy a car cash. So that's different. Y'all gotta forgive me, I'm trying to see. And so you gotta take and realize that now, boom. So like, it's people who they'll have money, and what they'll do is they need a babysitter. So they will hire their sibling, their sister, or their mother to be the babysitter. So what we take and do is we take and we have out my mother-in-law, because she's up the road from us. Anytime we need a sitter for Tatum, we have her come over. And if we need her for 7 days, she'll be there. But imagine if we had to pay somebody $25 an hour, and you got to pay them for a whole 24-hour shift. 24 times 25, that's $600. If we gone for 8 days, that's $4,800. So that's 2 months worth of rent for my mother-in-law. So when me and my wife do our solo vacation, we have her at the house. And any other weekend we going on a date, we have her at the house. So now, us paying her bills, we get that back in babysitting. We get that back in chef prepared meals, because she know how to cook real good. So that's where you take and you have your family do a little something. So if you want to help your family, like I got a client, she about to hire a social media person. And I think she gonna pay, can't remember what she gonna pay, $600 a month or something like that. 300 something per social media. So she's gonna pay $600 or $900 a month. Well, if let's say she got a phone savvy mom and mom is retired, but mom has, locked in, learned how to use Canva and all of that, boom. She could take and hire her mom, and now mom eating. Now mom got a little spending money, retired anyway. Or mom might be still working 40 hours a week, but then boom, doing all the work, scheduling all the posts on Saturday and Sunday. Got all the posts edited, uploaded, scheduled. I told my client I was gonna ask if anybody in the Blessed Tribe could do it for less. And so that's what you got to realize, understand. So it's ways to get around this right here. So like, I don't have no work for my mama to do because she lived too far from us. But it's like, if I need to hold her car because I want to do a longer trip, I bought her the car so I can hold the car. Now it's another car. If I need her to come and babysit or do something, or if I need her house, but hey, mama, I'm shooting a film. I want to shoot it in your house. Now, guess what? She just got a new house built because of my grandma's house, and so they went into the neighborhood and they rebuilding the old houses. So my mama just got a new house built. So guess what I'm gonna be able to do with our next project? I'm not gonna have to pay the location fee because we could film in my mama's house. We could get the furniture we need, stage it, boom, film in my mama's house. My mama can't say no to me because I pay her bills every month. I pay her every month. So now, you see what I'm saying? So that's how, boom, her car. That's the lead actress car. It's a Mercedes Benz. That's the actress car for the film. You see what I mean? So you got to be creative too when you want to help your family. So I got a niece. She needs some money. I let her work my support email. That's my niece. I really ain't worried about her running tell that if something come in confidential or something like that. That's my niece. So I say, hey, $1 per email. It's over 200 emails in there. Every email you answer, you get $1. So boom, she took and did it. She went through 53 emails. She made $53 that first day. Guess what? It's work. She ain't asked me to do it again because it worked. You see what I'm saying? When you put somebody to work, nah. Hey, you asked me for some money. I ain't got no extra money, but I do have somebody that come and clean my house, and I pay $200 every time they come and clean the house. Would you want to do it? I pay you. Now you finna see your able-bodied mama, sister, brother, whoever. Now you finna see what they really own. And so, like with my daddy, with the boys program, he fly around the country with them. He get their uniforms in order. He get everything put together. He do everything. He go get the food. Like anything I need my daddy for, he show up and he there and he does it. So the money that I done spent on his cars to be a blessing to him because he's retired. So that's his outlet. So that's how you got to think about, like, it's your job to be a blessing to your family, and you're going to get frustrated. I've been frustrated. I've pitched a fit. I've cried. But even with Mr. Joseph Barino, it even helped me be more patient, because I just had a talk with my daddy last week about thinking about the fact that between my mom and mother-in-law, that's going to be a minimum of $6,000 a month for the rest of their lives, and that they could live 20 years because neither one of them can go get a job that can pay them what it costs to live today. We are in an unaffordable world. And so although my mother-in-law has a doctorate, she's in her 70s. Nobody's hiring a 72-year-old because you 10 years past the time that people retire. So it's really, and so if she go get a job and she got a bad back from car accidents, so she can't even stand up long. Like she walked hunched over. I got to get her to my brain and spine colleague to see if she could get a shot or something. And so it's like she can't go bag groceries because she can't stand up that long. She can't go sit down at 72 years old and do admin work, clerical work, because the brain start to slow down so much. Like you can't, some people can if they never stopped working. And so that's the thing. So she substitute teach during the school year, but then come this year, her health wouldn't let her. So I got to take care of her until she passes away. And her mama lived till 90. And she's 72 or something, but she looked 50. Her body don't show that. I mean, her walking, but her skin, her face, she look young. So she could live another 30 years. Guess what? That's a lot of money. Now, guess what? If the Lord say no and he don't provide, then I can't do it. She'll have to move in with us. We may have to sell our house and buy a older house, but bigger house. So that this room, we might have to buy an older house with in-law suites or something, or with more land. And I might have to get one of them makeshift houses, no HOA, no CDD. I don't know what even CDD stand for. Maybe community development or something, district or something. But, and get them makeshift houses off of Amazon, put them in the backyard. One for my mother-in-law, one for my mama. Maybe one at some point might have to put one back there for my daddy. If I got to do that, I got to do that. Because it was something that my daddy asked me. He say, son, man, ask you this right here. He say, your friend, your white friend telling you not to help your black parents when our life totally different and his whole life is funded by his family. And our life is different. He was like, so I took care of you and I was in the home every day and I did all of that right there. Then you made it. You became a millionaire. He said, let me ask you this. He say, do you think God would be more pleased with you saying, hey, I have this money, I want to be a blessing to my parents, or hey, I got this money, I ain't gonna give nothing to my parents or give them what I can just out of stinginess and just because I just don't want to? He said, which one you think God would be more pleased with? And I say, I say, you right. And it's the same way when I honor my wife. Because in the seasons when I'm able, I give my wife $10,000 a month. She just shops. She shops. She don't have no bills because I pay all the bills. So in the seasons when I'm able, I give my wife $10,000 a month. Her birthday coming up this year. She turning 40. I'm gonna give her $40,000. I want to give her 80,000. I want us to be able to spend 40,000 on a birthday party or 40,000, traveling, and give her 40,000 to spend. That's what my heart wants to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. If the Lord bless me to do it, I'm gonna do it. And so that's the thing right there. It's like when I honor my family, blessings come back to me. Because the Bible say love your neighbor as you love yourself. So when I take and I honor them, like I've never gone broke when I'm honoring my parents and I'm honoring my wife. I've never gone broke. Hold on right quick. So that's the thing. So you got to realize that you and let's say all you could do is $20. It's like the lady with the 2 pence in the Bible. $20. Hey, mama, here go $20. Hey, whenever I got $20, mama, $20. Here go $20. Hey, like my daddy like to go to the movies. So we might get him an AMC gift card, something like that. Regal sent him a gift card, something like that. It's not like anything. Like the foundation, the Bible studies ran through our foundation. Our 501c3 is like a church. That's one of our ministries, the Bible studies on Sunday. So if we receive donations, then I bless my dad. He gets paid. Here go $50. Boom. Because you are the director of the Bible study ministry. And so it's just like in the church, how the pastor get paid, or the ushers, or whoever it is that's not volunteering, they getting paid. They getting paid from the donations that the congregation is giving. And so it's like, that's a way right there for me to honor my father. So if he goes on the road with the boys program and he's a driver, well, if the budget for that is, if I had to pay a driver, it would be $800 a day. With my daddy, he'll do it for $100 a day. So now I get to stretch the budget. I get 8 days of work out of my daddy for the pay of one, because we don't have the budget. Now, if we get the budget and we get that big and we got them kind of grants, but now out of my pocket, if I hire my dad to drive us in the Sprinter to North Carolina to see our son, to pick him up, drop him off, or wherever, I pay him what I pay my driver, $35 an hour. Let me tell you why I pay my driver $35 an hour, because it's my vehicle, it's my insurance, and because when I met my driver, I met him in Lyft Black, Black car, or Lyft Lux from the Lyft app, and he worked at Spectrum. He's from India. He worked at Spectrum, and he made $17 an hour. So a driver costs $125 an hour, like in Atlanta and like a real city. So I say, I'll take and pay this man double what he making and be saving a lot of money on a driver when I need a driver. So the first few days he worked for me, he made $800. It'd be like full day. So and it was like he was getting that every week. And so in some weeks he might make $1,500, $1,600, $2,100. And so he quit his job. He quit Spectrum, the cable company. He quit that. He worked with me. And then when I stopped needing him as much, guess what? Now he was hurting. Now he had to go do Lyft and Uber, and he had to come up with a lot more stuff. Now he was hurting. And so got to realize that. Got to realize that. And so that's what you got to realize. And once you my client write me. Once you start to understand that your family, and it's just like this, people will, and see, here's the thing where people fall out with family, is because they don't like confrontation. They don't like confrontation. So what you do is you carry it, you get resentment, you start to resent, and instead of speaking up. But you got to be able to speak up and say, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care. You got to get to the point where you can't worry about nobody's feelings. If you're not yelling at them, if you're not cursing at them, or none of that right there, you can't worry about nobody's feelings. And so you talking to them directly with respect, and you telling them what you can and can't do. If they can't get with that, if they can't respect that, that's on them now. That's their loss. But don't you retreat and leave and cut your family off when you never told them. Because if y'all struggling to breathe, somebody gonna take your oxygen. Unless you say, no, this is my mask. I got to put my mask on before I help you out now. So that's what you got to realize. Like when you come out the struggle, somebody they gonna want everything you got. They gonna want every dime you got because they assume that you have more than you do. That's the thing, how the mind works. People assume. See, the one thing, and I thank God for it. I thank God for it. But one thing about my mind, I'm very optimistic for like hopes and dreams and all that. I'm talking to my son right now, telling him, stop saying that this other player is better than you. Like, don't say that. Even if he is, don't say it and don't accept it. Go be better than him. Like, ain't nobody better than me. I'm the #1 speaker in the world. I'm the #1 life coach in the world. You want to have a speak off and we get on that stage, I'm finna shut it down. I'm getting the most votes. You got to beat me for me to give you the crown. I'm not giving no crown up if you ain't beat me. You got to dethrone me. Like, you got to understand, like, you got to have some confidence about yourself. So when your family come, you able to tell them, like, listen, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Anybody you dealing with, you let them know, no, can't do it. Can't do it. And just like that, well, this is the reason why, this right here. If they don't understand it, all right, they don't understand it. And this one thing about this right here, I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here now. It come a time in your life where you got to get better. It come a time in your life where you gonna get to see God. You gonna get to see God. You hear me? It's gonna come a time in your life where, like, for example, you might have somebody you depend on, and then they stop being dependable. That's when you got to go to God. Who is your source? Who is the source? Are you the source? Are they the source? No, God is the source. So what you got to realize is, you sitting here, go get your piece of that channel. Get your piece of that channel. Since you don't know what to do, get your piece of this here channel. Go ahead, commercial break. All right, welcome back. Get a piece of the channel. So then what you got to realize, like, when somebody no longer dependable, that's when you got to go to God. So when you can't be everything and all to somebody, they gonna have to lean on God. And if they truly know God and they believe in God, God gonna show up for them, and God gonna show them that he God. He gonna show them that you not the only person that he could get a blessing through from. He gonna show them. He's going to show them. And it happen all the time. When I tell my mama no, she still get it. It still happen. Do you think I be mad or jealous or that? I say, thank you, Lord, for having my back, because you are the God that I serve, you the God that she served, and God will have her pastor, her friend, her niece call her and say, hey, the Lord told me to give you $500. The Lord told me to give you $300. Lord, because if she be done went through everything I done gave her. And sometimes people be like, oh, what's on that? Don't be telling your family business. Let me tell you something. And I want you to hear every letter in this right here. I want you to hear every letter and every syllable. Shut up. Don't tell me what to say and what not to say. Because when you call, you got to be transparent. The reason why you don't share your family business is because you're not called. So when you watching somebody who call, learn how to shut up. And no, I ain't say be quiet, because shut up is more befitting. And that's what you got to realize. You got to get out your feelings. Because see, the thing about it is, and this is what I tell my athletes that I work with, life will punch you in your mouth and tell you to eat your teeth for dinner. Life does not ask you, can it give your child autism? Life does not ask you, can it kill your mother with cancer? Life does not ask you for your permission before it acts. So God is the constant. God is the redeemer. God is the one you got to lean on because he set life in motion. Yes, it happened because he allowed it, but that's life. If God is a puppet master, then it wouldn't be life. So you got to go through just like I got to go through. You can't get mad at God because you go broke. You can't get mad at God because your family member died. We all got to die. So what we have to stop doing is being so soft and so sensitive. Like when I'm going through, I'm going to tell y'all what I do when I'm going through. When I'm going through, if times get bad, I'm going to be honest with you. I laugh. Like as an entrepreneur, I done had cars repossessed. I done had credit cards, charged off, put in collections, bill collectors. I done had cars up for repossession, had to get it out last second. Listen, I done went through it all in my entrepreneurial journey. When it happened, I laugh at it. My credit done had to be messed up. My wife credit done had to be messed up. Man, we done been through it. Like when it happened, and I'm going to tell y'all something about this woman I married. When we went through financial stuff, like financial issue, business went down, whatever like that, my wife didn't flinch. She didn't flinch. When she had to use her credit, when she had to max out credit cards, when she had to let stuff go, when she had to turn in her car, when she had to whatever, she didn't flinch. That's why I will literally kill about my wife. She never once said, you less than a man. She never once said why you can't provide. She never once said why you didn't budget correctly. She never once said why you did this, why you did that. Never once. That's why I will kill about my wife, because she done been all the way down for me. She done been through it with me. But see, the thing is that I didn't lose my character. See, I ain't lose my character. I ain't go out and start cheating on her and all of that right there. And guess what? When I did lose character, guess what she did? She got distance. I about lost her. So I had to get that character back to keep her. So you got to realize, like, listen, you going to go through things. Get your piece of this here channel. Get a piece of this channel. You ain't got no other stream income. Grab a little piece of this channel. It might not be much. It might be a little dollar here, dollar there. But hey, you part owning the revenue. Hey, for the life of the channel. As long as the channel making money, you getting a little something. And then guess what? Watch the whole video, let the advertisement play, and then share it in your group chat. Help the channel out. You an investor now? Like, you need to go click on videos, see what video you done missed, put them in a playlist, let it play. Let it play. Let the advertisement play. Start hearing skip. You invest in the channel. What you hearing skip for? It's like, come on now. Gotta pay. Gotta stop being so impatient. And see, that's our thing. We get entitled. So the reason why families fall out is because, and I've been through this. I've been through it to where I'm like, man, they won't stop asking. They won't stop asking. They asking every single day. Like, do these people have any stop? And I noticed this in my foundation. I have families that they will ask every day. Do you have money? Do you have money? Can you help us get something to eat? Can you feed us? Every single day. And you're like, man, will you go get a job? Man, will you do this? Man, will you do that? But you realize it's like, they're looking at it like, if he got this kind of money, I'd be a fool not to ask if he finna give it. So guess what? when they ask, I say, unfortunately, we don't have it. Unfortunately, the budget, we at the max. All we able to do for y'all is this amount per month. That's all we can do. Hey, well, we out of money with it. Oh, well, if we give y'all that, then we have to take it out of next month's amount, because that's our bylaws. That's our program. And then guess what? You know what they say? They don't say F you stupid, you sorry. They say, okay, it's okay, I understand. Because their thing is, if you got it, then they're going to take it. They're going to accept it. But if you say you don't got it, they realize now they have to figure it out. So it's no need for you to go through with your family if you got it. If you got it, help them out. But don't just help them out. Like Bro Rilla. Like, hey, come on tour and growl. Like, hey, come on tour with me. Everybody know you. You out here begging for money. Bring your little silly butt on tour and get on the stage. Hey, y'all, what's up, y'all? This Bro Rilla, y'all. So now I'm gonna give you $500. I'm doing 4 shows a week. I'm gonna give you $500 just for to be my opening MC. And sis, hey, get on the AI, cook up your little hit, make your little hit, nah. Oh, nah. Bruh, sis, bruh, sis, make your little hit. And then boom, make your hit. AI did it. You go in the studio, record it. I'm gonna post it on my TikTok. You gonna come perform that one little hit. Now I could give you 1,000. Now or 5,000. Let's say Glow getting 50. Okay, here go bro, sis. Here you go 5. Cause you perform. Then let's do you another hit. So instead of getting distance from your family, put them to work. All right, you gonna be the MC. Bruh, got all these brothers. Y'all gonna be my security. But you need to get in the gym. Don't just be talking about you finna be up in the blicky. You need to learn how to fight, Negro. Get in the gym. All right, y'all security. So now you ain't paying security. You paying your brothers for security. Now your sister, hey, you my hairstylist. You need to go to cosmetology school. How much it costs? 17 band. Boom, I'm going to drop that. Boom, go to cosmetology school. Hey, you need to go to Tuck Business School like Fantasia husband. Go to Tuck Business School and Graham Cracker Business School and Kellogg's and General Mill Business School with Fantasia husband. And then come on back over here then. Boom. All right. Now you could help do the booking. You running the email. We got Chat GPT. You do the email. So now you ain't got to get a management company 10% because that's too much. I can't afford it. I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5%. Come on, give us a time, now, sis. So now the whole family working. Hey, all of y'all got to go to rehab. Y'all, because if y'all want to work with me, y'all want to eat with me, you want to make money, I'm going to replace y'all. I'm going to replace my team with y'all, teach y'all how to do it. You got to go get cleaned up first. So that's what Fantasia's doing with her husband. But what she don't realize is she got to sit down with her family and tell them and put them in line, punch them in their mouth, then give everybody a role. Get everybody a role, you come together. And it's like, if they don't want their role, all right, you try. That's on them. You try. That's on them. All right, it's on you. I tried to look out for you. So that's what you got to realize. So, hey, it's Tony Gaskin. We coming up on an hour. Make sure you get you a piece of the channel now. Make sure you get you a piece of the channel. Woo. But listen, all this talking I be doing, I still got more sessions to do. Thank the Lord one of my clients missed her session. Woo. Boy, I needed that little bit of break. Boy, I needed that little bit of break. Do you hear me? I was out there like, man, look here. Give me this little bit of break. You hear me? Hey, give me this little bit of break. So yeah, so you got to realize that now. Got to take and realize that. And get to the place to where, you go ahead and You start to understand, you put things in place, put people in place. Everybody got a little job, everybody could do something. And it's like one day when I get big enough, like when I'm at like Steve Harvey level, like he had the Steve Harvey show. I think I heard them say that show pay him $42 million a year. Somebody say Dr. Phil show pay him $90 million a year. When I'm that big, sis, I'm telling my sister, man, go to business school. Go to business. I'm gonna pay for it, get through the class or whatever, publicist school or whatever kind of school. Boom. Hey, mama, this is what you gonna do. You gonna be on the road with me. You my clothes ironer. You ironing the clothes or whatever. You going to pick up the food or something. Some my nieces, hey, y'all gonna be my stylists or y'all gonna be some. Go to barber school. Something like that. Tell my nephew, go to barber school. Whatever. I'm gonna bring you on the road with me. Like, that's how y'all got to start thinking. So you can help your family, but you just go ahead and get it like that right there. Get it like that right there. But hey, this Tony Gaskins, God bless you. Keep your head up. And we will be on our way. And I'll be in touch with you. So keep going. And we'll talk soon. Get your piece of the Hill channel now. It's in the description. All the other links in the description too. Now, San Diego, y'all let me know, because tickets selling for April 3rd and 4th, but now I realize that's the Final Four. So San Diego, y'all let me know if I could cancel or if you want me to come on out there. Because you want me to come on out there, I'm going to stick on with it. I'm going to come on out there, and then I could catch the Final Four championship game on that Monday, the 6th, April 6th. And get in on that Sunday and do me some little networking and politicking that Sunday, April 5th. And just go on and do the San Francisco. But San Francisco, bring your friend now. Bring your friend. We got to fill it out. It's 4 shows. It's 80 seats in there each show. So it's going to be hard to fill it out now. We're going to need at least 40 people in there. We don't sell 40 tickets, because the 4 shows spread out. I let them tell me that. I should have just gone ahead and did 1 or 2 shows on the same day. But they tried to set it up like a comedian do it, because it's in the comedy place, but not realize I'm a speaker, not a comedian. And so it's going to be real tough for me, because you got to give a speech, talk 4 times in a row. 2 nights, 2 like that. So it's my first. I'm gonna get to see what that's like though, what the comedian like. And it's not a comedy show now. It's not a comedy show. I'm gonna have it recording all that. It's not a comedy show. It's a Talks with Tony live, basically. It's just a night with me, and we out there shooting the breed. Everything on the table now. It's gonna be real and raw now. I don't curse, so it ain't gonna be raunchy or nothing like that. It'll be real and raw now. So like how we talking about this Fantasia situation, whatever going on in that time, we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about it. Hey, for real, they gonna be mad with me. You gonna talk about it? Yeah, you on the road with me. Yeah, talk about you. But hey, God bless you. Keep your head up. We'll talk soon. And I'll see you here. What's going on with that now?